Alright, and welcome on into DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. We are here for our StrixSeven College of Chaos adventure here on Saturday night. But before we jump into that and see what awaits our Haven's heroes, let's go ahead and go over our weekly schedule. On Mondays, we have our Dragon of Icefire Peak at 6 p.m. Then on Fridays, we have our Eberron Oracle of War. And then right back here on Saturdays for our StrixSeven College of Chaos. Alright, so let's go ahead, jump over here, and just for a slight little bit of a recap here, when we last left off with our Haven's heroes, they had completed their third year here within the school of StrixSeven. You had confronted the dean, and she, after your encounter with the Murgazox, you realize that this evil mage has had a hand in numerous threats that you have experienced, both during this academic year and the ones before. So, with that being said, you were able to help the dean to take this threat very seriously, as the faculty is inclined to conceal information from the student body. But you did encourage them to spread the word, and that marked the end of your third year here within the StrixSeven University. Now, my question for you is there anything that you as Haven's heroes need to do before you leave campus for the summer? Anything you need to do on campus, I should say. As Telvin goes and takes his special treats out to feed the animals on the campus, Dylan says thank you, Uncle Ragnarok.
I'm
We'll actually go ahead and go back to some ambiance of the come on, stop. There we go. Right. Okay, so
I would have Sky can go first.
Okay, Sky, what do you got?
I need to go to the store and pick up some more components, spells. Some of that like magic dust. It's like diamond, shiny, and need about 300 GP of it.
Okay, you can do that. Okay. Anything else that you need to purchase here within the campus? As you know, magic supplies are easier to get here on campus than some other places, as this is after all a magic school.
Yeah, I'll probably head out to the swamp and pick up some more ingredients from my pouch and stuff. We're running a little low on the good stuff.
The good stuff. Yeah, I get you. Okay. All right. So then, Telvin, what do you got?
Would have something to ask friends, but would wait until all are present.
Okay.
But also would have sent an invite to Aurora to come hang for snakes.
Okay.
Also to ask.
Okay.
At the same time.
Okay. So yeah, you know that she is always willing to come hang out with you. Let's see here.
Dragon fever.
That's what it is. Okay. Let's see here. That is.
Is Sirenscape on? I don't hear anything.
I'm having Sirenscape issues. Yep, it is started, but then it decided to stop, and I'm reloading. They got treat time, so they're making sure they get all of the treats. Yep. So Reese was trying to make sure she didn't miss any. Alright, there we go. It should be coming through now. At least I hear it at the moment. Alright, but Aurora will come and hang out with you. While we wait for everybody else to get here, is there anyone else that has anything that they would like to do to finish up this third year? No? Okay.
I'm still saving up for my next ink session, but I'll probably check in with the tattoo artist to date some of the artwork and stuff with some of our adventures from the past year.
Perfect.
How much are you needing?
Oh boy, I think the next level, it's pretty intricate. It's gonna take up most of my back, at least my shoulders. Say it was like 2,000, was it, Susan?
Something like that.
2,500, 2,000 or 2,500.
Yeah.
I've got what do I have saved up right now? 1,400.
Okay. So you're little over $1,000.
Yep, I'm getting there. But, these books are killing me having to purchase books every year. But thankfully, we've got all that reward money that's helped out.
Is you need 1,000?
What is it? Is it 2,500, Susan? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Yeah, 1,072. That's
Well,
alright, man.
There's Tor in her roll. Thank you, Tor.
I get that out of the way, man.
That was terrible.
Is that a conversation you're having, like, as we're sitting and chilling?
It's like that morning cup of coffee. You gotta throw out that first spell, too, just to come up.
I do not mind shipping in for ink for a friend.
Yeah,
No way, man.
Let me go get my bag of acorns. I think I kept some gold in it.
I'm down to
man,
chip
that
in.
would be so cool, man. You're gonna love it. Like it's all the stuff that we've been doing, like adventure wise and stuff.
I am fine giving 500 gold to friend for ink.
Oh wow, man.
I'll give
Yeah, there you go.
We can all it.
Just put the acorns back, or help me put the acorns back in the bag.
As you see, he comes and just dumps a bunch of acorns on the pillows.
Now,
man,
I
these are your precious
disguised all
acorns,
of the
man.
coins as acorns, so we gotta open them all up individually. And everything's in copper, but we'll get it.
That's a big bag of acorns there, Squaggles.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to spend money on, so I just been hoarding it. As
you
a
do
druid
with
does.
Acorns.
Yep. So, you could take the other 500 out of that, or whatever you need.
Oh, thank you, man.
Just let me know so I can fix it. But yeah, good times for Pet by all.
E2, I guess is all I need off of that.
What are you up to, Talvin? You had a secret message to tell us?
It's something to ask friends and other friend looking at Aurora. It's different kind of friend. Friend all the same, yes. Da.
Okay.
But first, I would need to make snacks because I have something to ask friend, but also needs to explain for context. So
This sounds like a bribe, but I do like snacks, so okay.
So I will make snacks for friends.
Okay.
is new recipe I have been working on is bread, like dough, but it's flat and round, and is topped with sauce, cheese, meat, and different vegetables like onions and peppers, and then is baked in oven. Then the bread rise, and then is cut into triangular pieces, and then served. But I have not thought of name for food yet, but it is a recipe I have been working on.
Flat round dough of yumminess.
It has peppers, sausage, some mushrooms, and lots of cheese.
Okay. As you present this to the party, you know this is right up their alley with the amount of cheese you have on it.
No way, it's like handheld, it's like handheld nachos, but way better, man.
It's similar to nacho, but is better, in my opinion. More filling, but less. Yeah, mark off 500 gold.
Okay. Okay, so Sky, how much did you have saved up?
I had 1428 right now, plus
Okay.
500 from.
So we're gonna just do it for the ease of all right. This you're getting 1,500 from your friends.
Oh wow, I only needed 1072, but if 1500.
That way you have something for others, since they are all willing to pitch in.
Thank you, everyone. This would be awesome. You're gonna like the detail.
I'm excited about it. Can I come and watch you?
Oh, for sure, man. Like, I'd like your input on some of it too. Like, this is right up your alley.
It sure is.
Okay. So, with that, everyone is enjoying this this culinary treat that you have made.
And we'll get up and walk to the side here. But yes, now that enjoying food, I have story to tell, and then favor to ask of friends.
Okay.
Yeah,
And,
shoot away, man. Anything you need, comprende.
And this is part where liberties with clockwork magic at DM discretion is needed for thematic purposes. As you know, I came back recently from Celebration of Life Festival back home. Is celebrating life of ancestor, great babushka, Paragon. Paragon was great dragon from olden days, and we'll hold up hands and cast big spell to turn clock back 2,000 years.
Oh.
So friends find themselves in Telvin, in old country, in prime material, 2,000 years prior. He is dragons and such, but is great big dragon. And when Telvin says big, it is big gemstone dragon. Female is Paragon, and he will walk and hold up hand and say, Paragon, great ancestor, was ancient gemstone dragon that was almost old enough to become worm. Not worm as in ground is common in your tongue, but worm as in One, it basically is draconic deity. Is something that all dragons aspire to become because it is a sign of great honor. Is Bahamut, is Tiamat, dragons that are gods, essentially. But as you know, dragons, as they get older, become more powerful. And when humans find that ancient dragon is about to become worm, and scenery will shift to see great armies standing. Local lords, kings, and castellans want dragon power because it means great power for them. So before Paragon become worm, they amassed great armies to slay her. And you see armies walking, catapults, siege weapons, etc. Paragon did what she could, but ultimately was killed by mortals here in search of her power. And scene will shift again to where we were with Paragon's home, but there will be very little on ground, just some dead bodies of soldiers, bloodstains, etc. And other gem dragons will be flying in, and Telvin will walk ahead and point to now charred ground. Unfortunately, by the time other ancestors from Telvin's tribe arrive, there was not even enough left of Paragon to have proper burial. It took bones, scales, claws, all of which was used to craft weapons and magic for men, because they always hunt dragons. So when Paragon was slain, Telvin's ancestors decided that the prime material was not a safe place for Mori tribe. And using what they learned of human magic, they be basically plane shifted to other realm. And it will cut, and you'll see multiple gem dragons casting plane shift, essentially, an entire gem dragon line disappearing into Modran. Is plane of order, and then time will advance a couple thousand years, and you will see small Telvin is knee high with other hatchlings sitting around fire with elders and other family. And Mori tribe is big, is hundreds of dragonborn, and in distance you will also see gem dragons. Now, when Telvin was child, they would gather hatchlings around fire and tell stories of great ancestor Paragon. And I wanted to know more. I wanted to see world that we had once lived in. But tribe elders said is not safe. If we travel to Prime, they will take Telvin. They will take scales and claws, and just like Paragon. But I know that deep down, like not all dragons are bad, not all people in Prime are bad as well. And Telvin was obviously very tenacious in asking, and eventually got permission to travel to StrixSeven to study. But is just Telvin. And he will show in illusion, essentially, other family. We have Dragonborn that use draconic magic to become angry and fight. We have them that use draconic knowledge to create martial arts, to cast spells. And all of family wants to visit other realms and planes. Is lots of knowledge of Dragonborn and wanting to learn more, but tribe elders will not allow any travel other than Telvin, because they fear for safety of clan and dragons in clan. Yes, most Dragonborn descended from dragons, but Telvin's tree is big, and distant cousin is dragon. And because law of order, clockwork magic, hand wavium bullshit, etc. But Telvin has idea. Telvin believes that if friends come with Telvin to Modrin for part of break, then clan elders can see that not every person in Prime is bad. His Telvin has been here for years and has not been eaten, or has not eaten problems yet, but also has all of scales, claws, talons, etc. So if they see that Telvin has friends of different species and such, then maybe they will relax and allow Telvin's other brothers, sisters, and cousins to travel as well. I have 23 brothers and sisters, 50 somewhat cousins, hundreds of relatives, so on and so forth. Then illusion will fade back into dormitory. So, Telvin asks that for this part of summer that friends come to Modern to help convince tribe elders that not all is bad. Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Oh man, yeah, I'd be honored to come there and like see what's going on. That'd be cool.
Yeah, would be a great honor for friends to come. Cannot promise that they will not receive weird looks, only because no one from outside of tribe has visited since we've been there. But
We'll be the first ones in almost 2,000 years?
I will be first ones in 2,000 years to visit tribe. It is not from tribe, or is not from Modern specifically.
Huh.
I
mean,
believe my little brothers and sisters will love you.
It'd be a great honor to go. And we get weird looks anyway.
It's true.
I mean, you've met us, Telvin.
This is also true. But yes, we'll ask if would come.
Of course.
We'll show you tribal customs.
Well, we're not going to be like expected to eat somebody though, are we? Like if like somebody disagrees and that kind of stuff.
Probably not. Probably not. Also, will try best to not have family eat too, dragonborn or dragon otherwise. But I'm sure that will be fine. It'll be little brothers and sisters will probably love you, especially Vegan. She is adorable, and dragon hatchlings will probably love her. Both dragonborn and dragon alike.
I'm going to bring some extra cupcakes just in case they want to eat me though. That way I can give them an option.
Would be good. Show outside food. I will also show native plants that grow in Modern and secret to dragonborn style cooking.
Oh man, yeah, I'll grab a bunch of my seeds. Any certain plants you need, I can like a whole bunch of seeds and stuff and grow them there if we find the right conditions and stuff.
Yeah, sure. Bring whatever you like. And I'm sure just like I bring here, you can also sample foods and things that are native to Mori tribe.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Run off into the garden and start grabbing a whole bunch of seeds from all the different plants, especially the ones that I know Telvin's been using in his cooking.
Okay.
It'd be great.
As you go running off. Okay.
That will show them tribal lands, laws, customs, etc. Give them full National Geographic experience.
Does the world react strongly, good or bad, to the type of magic that's used?
Is someone knocking on door?
Someone is knocking on the door.
Hold that thought. I will go to door.
You go to the
I
door.
thought Telvin was getting pizza delivered.
You go to the door, and when you open it, you find a young dragonborn, and he holds a note in his hand, and he says, "Excuse me, you're Telvin, right?
Yeah.
I was told to bring this to you. My grandpa got a message, I guess, from your family, and they wanted me to bring this to you."
Is coincidental, but okay. I will take note and I guess flip gold coin to younger dragonborn.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ah,
Thank you. And he like takes it and he runs, just flat out. Like, you don't get the door closed before he is out the building.
is fist.
He is fast.
Drive it like he stole it version. Before he notices it wasn't a copper.
Right,
Go!
exactly. Exactly. It's like, he must not know how much this is worth. What? On a student's salary? No way. Alright.
In fair, I have very little concept of money.
Mm-hmm.
This tribe is no money.
So
I will open note.
you open the note, and it is in fact from one of your clan members. And it says that as you are usually about this time coming back to home to visit, it was brought to our attention that someone has brought one of the mechanical robots to the material plane. And you know, like, the mechanical robots that they're probably talking about, not the teeny tiny monodromes or triodomes, but robot, huge giant thing, that are not supposed to leave the plane of your birth. But yet, one finds itself here on the material plane and is wreaking havoc. So, there is this message that says, if you and whomever you can hire to assist you could take care of this and bring this robot home, your family would be grateful.
Good news, friends. Good news, everyone. Walking with slippers. Is coincidentally receiving a message from home. Apparently, large robot has gotten out of Moldrun and is destroying things here in Prime Material. And family is asking if I can bring it back.
And you do notice that there is attached to this letter a small stone with some arcana runes on it.
Would I recognize stone?
You would recognize the stone as a sending stone that is usually used to answer a summons or a request for something.
Even sent sending stone, which I am assuming is to let them know that it has been done, be my guess.
Or that you are going to do it, yes.
Oh. So, who wants to see giant robot?
Is it bigger than
Yes.
the goat?
Yes.
Would eat goat.
We won't let it eat the goat.
It's big enough to eat goat.
No, High Throne will eat it. It'll take a while, and we'll start at like the robot angles, but High Throne's gonna win.
Or they're gonna be buds, because it's Telvin's family's kick-ass robot. Alright.
Would I know
Yeah.
who made the robot in family?
You do not, but you kind of read back through the letter real quick, and apparently there is a magician responsible for it.
A robot may not belong to tribe. The
So it's
dragon.
free for
But then they want us to bring it back. I guess you could study it as we do so.
if I'm allowed to, I would love to.
Yeah, I'm sure as part of thank you, they would not mind. I don't know who it belongs to, but we'll have time.
You have to bring it back like in working order, or
Note is very vague.
We might have to damage it in order to secure it if it's gone rogue.
Yes, would assume that it is going to take some damage to bring back.
But they're designed to be fixable, so as long as we don't completely tear it to pieces, should be able to.
And second thought, most of tribe is tribal, unless some has gone to work for people who create robots back home. I've been gone for a while, so maybe, but I would not know if this was even one of Telvin's family doing.
You, no, actually, it is not. No. So, you're not even, like, it is vague enough that it does not specifically say what kind of robot, or just that it is a giant robot.
Yep. Details not exactly spelled out in note, but his giant robot is wreaking havoc, is needing to go back to modern. So it might help in winning some over. Cannot guarantee that tribe elders will 100% welcome, but we can work on that when we get there. Your big dragonborn smile.
Okay. So, my friends, I have a question for you.
So do you want to level up now? Because the answer is yes.
Do I want to level up now? No. Is there anything else other than the teleportation circle installed in the recasting of your dorm for the 3rd year?
Are we gonna get our prize money before we leave?
You are. You are, in fact.
Gonna have to actually pay for half of it this year.
we need like a what did you call this food again, Telvin? Like circle cheese stuff. Like we need an oven for this stuff, like a regular one, don't we?
We have oven, I think. We don't have oven.
Yeah?
But wouldn't like a nice brick oven, wood fire, all that, like that would just make a nice little char on that crust.
Well, would. I have not given name to food yet, but having a brick oven would be nice. Would experiment with different toppings, different layer, thinness of crust.
You're definitely gonna need to figure out what this thing is called.
And we'll think of name as we journey to last sighting of robot.
Okay, and that last sighting of the robot was within the town of Pharaoh Vale. But
Do we?
before you go, I'm just checking. I told you that you could choose 2 people other than the actual group of characters. So, Aurora, Chance, Rosie, or Zan. You can choose 2 of them to go with you.
I will choose Aurora,
Okay.
as I'm sure she wants to see dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Does Chance or Zan really want to go?
They will if
Which would more likely want to go?
Probably Chance or Rosie.
That brings me back to my question. If you behave chaotically or something, is the literal fabric of the space itself going to try and put you into order?
Possibly.
No. Maybe.
Possibly.
His plane of order, historically speaking, is also where angels and celestials had great trial for Asmodeus. It's possible, but his certain sense of chaos when dealing with Dragon Tribe is minimal, but if you want, Rosie can come, I suppose. For a chance.
Up to you.
Does Rosie have other plans?
The Rosie can go visit her family.
I'm letting this decision be up to you guys, who you want to have go.
Rosie, come with us, please.
That works for me.
Okay.
You're kind of part of the team. I mean, not to say anything about Chance, because I think Chance, you're awesome, but I'm cool with either. Whoever's not busy already.
Yeah, and also if you distract Felphis, then I'm allowed to sneak away and get. I mean, Felphis really wants you to come, so you should come with us.
He will be
She's
eaten
gonna look
first.
over at you, Squaggles, and just laugh.
Meh.
Okay. What are you?
He is going.
Inciting Squaggles.
Oh, he's telling the truth.
He is going to get eaten first.
Most likely. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Rosie can come. Rosie and Aurora.
Okay.
Yay!
All right.
We're off to see the robots. The wonderful robots of Mechanus.
All right. So with that, let's see.
I will use Sending Stone to send a message.
Okay.
That we are headed to Fairlin.
It is the Pharaoh Vale. Pharaoh Vale. All right. Let's see here. Before you go, you did receive the Star Student Award, which means that you did in fact get the treasure hoard for that. And so let's see here. I have to bring that up. That is you know what? I'm actually gonna let you guys roll for these things just to see how many of them you get. I need, let's see here. Felphis, you were the first one to ask, so roll me a D100, please. Okay, 96. All right. So, now roll me 2d6. Okay, so you get 80 gold pieces. Now roll me 3d6. Oh, and okay, that was not bad. You get 10 platinum. Or sorry, not 10. It is 100 platinum. And it's actually...
This is to split among all of us, right?
This is to split among all of you. Yes. And, alright. Let's see. Okay. Somebody else, I don't care who, roll me a, let's see here. Roll me a D100, please.
Who's that?
I
Dylan, move.
Oh, we both
There we go.
rolled.
That's all right, because you guys can both do things. All right. So Telvin, okay. Roll me 2d4, please. Okay. You receive in this treasure hoard 5 pieces of beautiful art worth 250 gold each. And then the 88, Eivor, roll me 3d6, please. Ooh. Okay, you managed to find that there are 12 gems worth 50 gold apiece. So yeah, you guys are doing well here. And
What was the 96?
the 96 was on what the first part of
Okay,
the.
so what was the 8?
Okay.
What was the last one? Five gems or 10 gems? Sorry.
It was 12 gems
Worth 50 gold apiece.
worth 50 gold apiece. 250 apiece.
Oh, 250 apiece.
250 apiece.
That's much better.
250 apiece. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You had me roll 2d6. What was that for?
That was determining how much gold.
So it was
Yeah,
80
That
gold
was 80
and
gold and 100 platinum. And then yes.
Someone had total breakdown.
Other than that, with all of that said, there are some random other things that are in this. You find hold on, I'm gonna bring them up because it's fun. Right up your druid's alley, you guys find a bag of beans.
My life is complete now.
Yep.
Squaggles, I think these were meant for you.
No, we gotta split this.
A potion of superior healing.
Nah, I like my beans better.
Of course you do.
What would I do with the potion?
Drink it.
1 bean, 2 beans.
What kind of potion?
Superior. Eivor, you find a silver necklace with a gemstone pendant with a note on it that says that it is a spell slot holding necklace.
Ooh.
It currently holds a 5th level spell slot.
Nice.
Let's see here. You find a oh no. You find a potion.
Oh no for you, or no for us?
For the druids. You find a potion of speed. So, yeah, potion of speed, which we're not so sure that the druids need to have access to, as it lets them have the effect of haste for a minute with no concentration.
Oh man.
To be fair, I think it would just balance Sky out because he's normally on a potion of chill.
That's true. That's true.
This is better than coffee, man.
Alright.
We don't have any fighters in our, do we?
Get to the goat.
Okay. So here's what's funny. The final thing that you find is one of the things that I know Eivor is so excited about.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because I remember, out of game, I remember how excited you were to get this item. The last time you got it. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Are you sure?
Oh, that is actually really cool.
It is really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yup. Unless you're going down the river in the middle of the Sword Coast, and that's kind of weird.
That might have come in handy when you guys were stranded in the island there, Began and Squad. Out in the ocean there.
Yes, and it goes without saying at this point, but potions are not to be just handed to anyone.
Uh-oh. Hey, who got the potion already?
Whoa, these beans explode! How cool!
I was wondering how long it would take him to get to that part of the text.
Mhm.
I feel
No,
like
I found that out by throwing it in the fish tank.
Oh, good lord.
You threw it in your fish tank?
special-
Oh man,
I was trying to feed Hangry.
roll a D100, man. I gotta see what happens.
Yeah, you do. You need to do that.
So first Squaggles invented Jenga, now he's invented Don't Spill the Beans.
Yeah. Except that he spilled the beans. A nest of 1d4 plus 3 eggs spring up. Okay, roll me a d4 there, Squaggles.
Da 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 da. Yes.
Okay, so 7 eggs appear in the shark tank with your elemental shark.
It doesn't need to eat.
Come here, Hangry.
Oh no. Because, well, let me ask you this. I actually, Squaggles, you
Oh
see
god,
the-
this could outright kill him.
you
It
see-
probably will. A TC con. I don't even think this thing has a stat block. I think I just exploded my bet.
But my question for you is, there are eggs in this tank. What do you do, Squaggles?
I don't know that they explode. I was literally feeding them. I thought it was a bean and it turned into some eggs, but I think that's cool. And I'll just have Hangry eat them because I don't know it does all this.
Okay.
I don't like it, but that's what I would have done.
Alright.
You know, I did not read all this stuff. All I saw was it explodes with fire.
Roll me a d20, please, for your small friend. Perfect. Hey, Squaggles.
Yeah.
There's an explosion in your room.
Like a delicious meal that your taste buds exploded because it was so good?
No.
Oh no.
Oh, no, indeed. As it seems, your precious fish tank has exploded.
Angry, why? You were the best of us.
You see that all of the eggs are gone as well.
Oh.
Eivor, do you want to fix the tank while I cast a new Hangry?
Yeah. Just gonna step over the pieces and get past him and start putting shit back together.
Alright.
I'm gonna summon a new one.
And
Negative 2.
the other thing that the Star Student Award was half your tuition paid. So, half your school tuition for the next year has been paid.
Sweet.
Alright. So now that you have some fun new toys to play with, Squaggles,
How many beans did I get? Because it says 3d4.
I know. let's see here. So, go ahead and roll me 3d4, please.
3d4 minus 1. 4. I got 4 left.
Okay.
And I don't know it does any of these things. I just floated.
Okay, sorry
Thing
about that,
off
guys.
each tower. That Temple of Umbrage where we went underwater. That was kind of cool.
Oh, I can do a wicked sketch of what we did underwater. That was awesome. Little disappointing in the end, but
Yeah, but hopefully she doesn't hold a grudge too long, like she said. Like, I'd like to go back there sometime and at least, surf the waves.
yeah, I think so too. I think we'll be good. No worries.
Oh, cool.
Sorry about that, guys.
Right.
Out of game, we had a slight pet emergency. Apparently, he enjoyed too many of the treats all at one time and had a coughing fit, and yeah, poor baby. But all is good. Everybody's good. Everybody's safe.
Good.
It's okay.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. All right. So.
He's fine. He's already back upstairs eating.
Yeah. Go figure. All right. So, with that, is there anything that any of you would like to do during or while you are still on campus before heading out to the town that is said to be the last sighting of this robot?
Is there a teleportation circle I could get that would get us close-ish? I just want to learn them all.
It is about a day. It's a small village. It's about a day's ride from another major city that you can teleport to. Yes. Yep. Yeah. So you can get thanks to the school, a little bit closer to them. Okay.
I'm a little curious, like how we're supposed to get this robot back, like, and to just like magically go back to your plane, or do we need to banish it, or?
Note did not say.
Cross that bridge when you get there.
It is possible we will get further instructions when we get there.
Alright, cool. Go with the flow, man.
All right. So with that, you can in fact head to the town of Pharaoh Vale. And for the purposes of this, because there's not really a map for said thing, we're going to have you on the Haven's Hero Summer of Adventure between years 3 and 4. Alright. This one shot right here, especially this part, is very much the roleplay side versus combat side, but that's okay. As you teleport into the city just north of Pharaoh Vale, you can travel there. It's short day's ride from the town, and as you are traveling, you learn that travelers leaving or heading into the city will often stop at Pharaoh Vale to replenish supplies, spend the night at the local inn, maybe make some small trades or purchases before moving on. So you, as a group, can easily get directions and even hop onto a small caravan that is traveling through there. Now, as you arrive to the town of Pharaoh Vale, you have heard all of these stories from this day of traveling here, yet unfortunately the town is a little more than rubble now. Nearly every one of the wooden and thatched buildings have been leveled to the stone foundations. You can even still smell lingering smoke from past fires, mixed with sawdust as the townsfolk hurry to rebuild. You see that there are men carrying building supplies and hammering scaffolding together, while some of the women and children pick through the debris, collecting what remains of their possessions. But the thing that you really kind of sticks out are two people that stand out in the crowd. One, a hardy dwarf wearing only a nightgown and long johns, and shouting directions to men at work. And a tall cloak figure standing kind of away from the crowd a little bit, examining the debris of a ruined cottage. And it is as you exit off the wagons and kind of take in this sight, what would you like to do?
I will approach the dwarf.
Okay. As he kind of turns and he sees you and he says, "Oh, are you here to help?" Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate as much help as you could give me. We've got lots of building to do, lots of rebuilding to do. And you immediately get the idea that this guy is like a no nonsense kind of guy. He's like, "Okay, you're here, cool, you're working, let's do this."
We are not here for construction purposes. We are here to find a robot.
Oh. You mean the bloody monster that attacked the city?
There would not be much blood. Probably oil, I would guess.
Well, some kind of beast ransacked the whole town in the night. Gone before any of us could really get a look at it. I was asleep in my bed, you see, and I feel like I was fallen. At first, I thought it was one of them, them dreams where You get carried away once in a while, right? You dream, you trip, and you jolt awake. Except this time, when I woke up, I really was falling, because my whole damn shop was being blown clear across town. And he kind of points over towards a building that is completely destroyed. And he says, "That used to be my banister. Carved that myself with my daughter. Problem is, it's supposed to be over there." And he points to where you see what looks to be the sign sort of says general store, or at least you think that's what it's supposed to say.
Well, did anyone see what direction it went into?
We did see that there were some tracks leading into the woods, but I mean, ain't none of us want to go after it. It wasn't a troll, no. A giant, maybe. Definitely 2 legs, because it left tracks of 2 legs, 2 feet. But it made the sound like wooden beams snapping like twigs. I mean, I remember waking up to hearing people scream, and there was this horrible clanking sound, like 100 smiths all hammering at the same time.
It does sound like a robot.
I've never seen a robot that big. Well, I've never seen a robot, actually, and he kind of looks over at Eivor, at your goat. Says, "Except that one. I think that's a robot, right? It looks all shiny and stuff."
Yeah, I mean, I built her. She only listens to me, and if I don't give her explicit instructions, it mostly does nothing. So, can't exactly go on a rampage unless I tell it to.
That's a good way to have a goat.
Plus, our goat was built here. The robot came from Mechanis.
Mechanist? What? What's that?
That is plane of order.
Oh, I've never heard of it. So you guys are here to hunt the beast, though, right? That's what you said you're here for? You're looking for the thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's really all I can scrounge up, but 500 gold to you and all the ale you could drink to party that comes back with the proof that the monster's dead and gone. Thankfully, the in stock was in the cellar. Just about the only thing that wasn't tossed like a salad was the booze.
We are going to find it anyway, but I guess it would not hurt to take a reward.
Alright,
It would help with our expenses next year, anyways.
Yeah, since we didn't kick everybody's butt at sports this time.
If you bring back there's proof that it's dead and gone.
Taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said it went into the woods. Like how long ago?
Well, this all happened last night. We woke up to this.
So it's got several hours head start, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Well, we may as well go after it now then, before it covers too much more ground.
Yeah, I mean, I can start help tracking it. If I fly above the trees, can I see a decent path where it was headed? Like, is it going in a straight line or anything?
If you'd like to try, you're welcome to do so.
Fly above the trees outside, from where we're at, just to see if I can see a direction it was going.
Okay. With that, as you fly up and above the town itself, and then towards the woods, it is easy to track it because each footprint is the size of a small house.
Oh,
And
no.
you see that it made a straight trek through the town, and heads in the direction of the nearby Pharaoh woods. And yeah, it is easy from up above to track where he has gone.
And that thing's moving pretty fast. Think we're gonna catch it on foot, or do we need some horses or something?
This would not hurt to have horse, assuming they have any left to rent.
There's a few, yeah. Yeah, you could pick up a couple if you'd like.
Alright then. Let's see. There's 2, 4, 6, 8 plus goat. I guess 2 to horse.
Eivor is probably on Eivor's goat.
And
Yeah.
us know can share.
And the gnomes can share, and Beacon can ride with somebody else.
Yeah, Beacon and Sky are about probably share a horse. We're both tiny or small.
Yeah, you're both considered, well, yeah. You're like on the tall end of small, right, Sky? Or are you considered medium?
I'm considered small. I'm only 3 foot tall.
Okay, so, yeah. So, Rosie and Felfus could share, Sky and Beacon could share, Eivor's on her goat. Telvin, I mean, you and Aurora could share if you got a warhorse.
That's fine.
Okay. Alright, so, okay. Now, my question is, are you renting the horses, or are you buying the horses?
I will rent, because I am going to other plane.
Okay. So, warhorse would be 200 gold. A riding horse would be, 60 gold to rent it.
Oh, well, then I'd rather just rent 2 riding horses than pay
Well, there you
200. So I will rent 2 riding horses, 1 for me and 1 for Aurora.
Okay.
How long are we going?
Until you find the guy?
Okay.
I'm kind of thinking like you, Squaggles, but I don't know if I can hold my form long enough.
That's okay. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna turn into a giant eagle.
Okay.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that. We can make really good time if we flew, huh?
Alright, anybody who wants to can hop on. Also, I've never flown before.
I am not riding on.
I assume it's
Squawk
instinctual.
Eagle.
Oh wait, but you imagine this is what Sparkles would say, because now I can't talk to you, which you might appreciate.
Well, actually, no. I would say you probably said that first part of well, I've never flown before, as you change into the eagle.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, caca.
But because that is,
I can
is
speak
pretty,
Eagle, so.
That is pretty important information to give to the people you're offering to give a ride to. So
I think if Squaggles and I both changed, we wouldn't need horses, right? We'll be able to carry everybody.
Eivor and Eivor's goat, you could not.
It also assumes we can find it within an hour.
Well,
My thing lasts.
Yeah,
Mine's 4 hours.
Good. Yeah, we can handle it for a pretty long
Okay.
time.
And then we can do it 2 times for short rest, and then we can just rest again and keep going. I mean, caca. What sound does an eagle make?
Well, I can understand because I speak Sylvan and speak with animal and everything. So.
I will ride on Sky. I am not getting on Squawk Eagle.
Can I give him de-inspiration or something? That was great.
So
I'll give you all my cosmic.
Okay.
Let me see.
Okay.
Yep, it's good things. You'll be getting good things.
You'll be getting good things. All right.
I think I did the math right. You said 100 platinum pieces, right?
Correct.
So everybody gets 154 gold, 2 silver, and 8 copper.
I'll give all my gold back to the party for helping me out. Really.
No, that's too confusing.
Just hold
Buy
on
him
to it
something
for
nice,
next time.
guy. Buy him something
All right.
nice.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, the next rager is all on me. I'll take care of all
There
the
you go.
costs.
All right. So,
Oh, we should have had them put in a tap and a tub for jungle juice.
I asked for things.
That's not including the art pieces or the gems.
By the way, you have until, let's say, out of game, you have until Wednesday to decide your changes for your dorm. So, alright. So you can shoot them to me via Discord, and we will see what we can do. Alright.
Well, that and we need to choose service rewards before the end of the month.
That's true. This is not illegal, though. So, alright. So, with that, okay. You know what? Telvin, give me a perception check while this whole conversation with the eagles and everything is going on. Actually, let's have Aurora do one too, because it makes sense. Alright.
Roll20 won't open my page. Can someone do mine?
Okay.
Oh, are we all doing perception
Well,
checks or?
Sure, why not?
Alright,
It's okay. Oh, apparently Aurora's got this. Okay.
And Squaggles. And
the Squaggles is the eagle now too.
Score.
So you got advantage on it even.
So you didn't need it. So Aurora and Squaggles have it, and nobody else does.
Yep.
I see, please.
And Sky.
Yes, but here's the kicker. They can't tell you about it, except Aurora can. Alright. Let's see here. Let's see. I want to... Alright.
We can't tell them about it.
This is bullshit.
Here's what I just had an epiphany. I need to roll for the player characters. That's what it is. I need to roll for you guys, not for me.
As I hear the eagle laughing, I'm laughing in eagle with him.
Alright. Okay.
Laughs in eagle. I'm gonna see if I ride with Eivor.
So, Squaggles, what you notice is, well, actually, yeah, and Sky, you would understand what Squaggles is kind of telling you through this laughter.
I speak animals, so yeah, I would understand.
The cloaked figure, he has clocked as a female dragonborn. That cloaked figure that was rifling through debris, off kind of by themselves. And Aurora actually, as Telvin, as you start to get onto Sky, Aurora actually turns and walks away and heads over to the tall cloaked figure. And you, well, some of you, not so much others, but some of you notice this and catch that the cloaked figure salutes with a circular gesture, which, Telvin, you would in fact recognize as "I see you, fellow traveler."
That is what circular gesture means?
That is what that specific circular gesture meant. Yep.
What is origin of gesture?
It is draconic. As Aurora walks over, she kind of looks and she says, "Who are you?" And as this person comes and kind of takes a moment and removes the hood of her cloak, you see a beautiful blue gem dragonborn. She says, my name is Bambali Rosenschaff, and I am from the wilds. The forest where green things grow, the caves where eyeless things creep, the mountains where winged things soar, all these places I call my home. I travel for distant countries and people and collect knowledge, trade things of value, and bring the riches back to my people. Like this doll, as you see the rest of you now kind of watching Aurora, you see this dragonborn pull out this what looks to be a small, vaguely humanoid doll made of fabric, scraps, and whatnot tied together. And she says, like this doll, look at the craftsmanship. It looks just like you. Telvin, give me a history check. And actually, does anybody else speak Draconic?
Pretty sure I do.
Have I already changed to Eagle at this point?
I don't know, did you?
I'm trying to. Well, I don't know how far along we had gotten. Like, if we had already. You said Telvin was already starting to climb on my back, so I.
Well, I would say probably.
Okay.
Yep.
Do speak it, but nobody but Squaggles would understand me at this point.
Right. Okay, so, Telvin, you recognize this last name, Rosa Schaff. It is a clan name from Mechanus.
Well, I will hop off Sky Eagle. And
you recognize the first name, Bammadel, actually translates to mean "follow me home." And as she's talking to Aurora, she's explaining, the clan name and whatnot, and she kind of sighs and says, "Sorry, it's kind of difficult to pronounce in common. I have done some research and settled on a name in common tongue that you may use if you'd like. I thought it sounded quite fierce and very strong like Dragonborn. And it is, Telvin, it is as you walk up to hear this, as she says, a name that is fierce and strong like Dragonborn, you hear her say, "You can call me Tammy."
Tammy is common name?
Tammy is what she has chosen as a very fierce and strong name.
Or watch Parks and Rec, you know.
Right.
Depends on which Tammy she is. Sex demon or whipping post or crazy one from farm who drinks corn liquor.
Well, she said she's from the wilds, so probably a
His
little
mama.
more of 3 as opposed to the others.
And I will approach.
Okay. Hello, brother.
Hello, I was not expecting to see fellow tribes person out in plain.
I mean, when things like this from home show up, is it not our place to deal with them? I mean, I may not be native to this land, but I know evil when I see it, and I can't stand idly by when it destroys towns like this.
Their common accent is better than mine. It's true. Were you sent by tribe to get robot?
I've been here for a while now. Traveling around, gathering information, and hoping to prove that the elders are wrong in their assumption that all people on the material plane are bad.
I was not aware they let anyone else go, but it's good. More stories to tell them, the better.
Well, I mean,
That
oh Lord, the eagles are gonna go flying around. So Tammy says, this is something part of something larger. I feel like gesturing kind of towards the debris. I mean, why here? Why now? Why did it choose now to attack? Are you inciting the eagles, or are you inciting her?
I'm inciting her.
Okay, just checking, because the eagles are now flying around. By the way, I would
That's
very much
unexpected.
appreciate a performance check from Sky and Squaggles in eagle form, please.
A performance. Oh, just a charisma, I guess?
It is charisma. But it is your charisma because you are druids.
I have advantage since I'm an owland.
Yes. Yeah, the mental stats stay because you guys are druids.
Yeah. I just didn't know if I'd have advantage since I can already fly in form. Not that it matters much, apparently.
Well, it would be
A 2 and a 4.
So you would be rolling from your actual sheet, from.
I am. My charisma's a -1. Like it's.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's bad then, dude. You're not
I know,
a very
right?
good teacher.
He's like, follow me, man, and I just like take off.
it is bad.
That's 100 yards away. Oh wait, where's Squaggles?
Felfiz, what exactly are you inciting?
Is she coming to tell stories, bring stories home and everything? Or is she luring people back for some reason?
She seems genuine in her statement that it is something bad, and she cannot stand idly by when she knows something is evil.
No, but like she's saying that she's just here to gather stories and whatever. Is she really just here to gather stories, or does she have an ulterior motive?
No, she is here to tell stories and gather stories and gather as much information about the material plane as she can. And it is actually at this point that you see she looks up at the two eagles flying, and she turns to you, Telvin, and in Draconic says, "Please tell me that they've never done this before."
They have never done this before.
That's not entirely true. Sky can always fly.
True, but it's not always that bad.
Well, I can offer my services if you need another hand in searching for this robot. I assume that that's what it is. The tracks and whatnot seem to kind of prove my thought on that.
I will take out parchment and show her a note from Clan. Is a giant robot.
That's a piece of information that I can now say is confirmed. Well, and you see, like, she keeps looking at these two eagles flying in the air, and she says, if you would like some more, and she kind of tries to come up with the word that she's looking for in Draconic, and she actually comes up with it, and it is competent. And she kind of switches. She says that in Draconic, and then switches back to Common and says, I can change to be a mount as well if you need it.
She's being a little judgy over here.
She be Dragonborn. It's established judgy. Yes.
No, Talvin gives them the benefit of the doubt and supports them in their endeavors. Doesn't just see them start flying and go, oh, they suck. If you need somebody who knows what they're doing, talk to me.
To be fair, they do suck, but I just don't vocalize it.
And that's why we love you.
Another mount would be good, but I have what is term here? Friend who is girl? What
You have a
Eivor?
partner.
What? Partner. And I don't know if she would like me mounting other girls.
Well, perhaps that I will take her then.
Yes. Well, I will ask. I will look to Aurora. Would you like to mount other girl?
She just,
Buddy.
she looks at you and she's like, if you would like to. Wait, what? I mean, we were gonna ride on those guys, right? What? If she's going to change as well, then so be it.
Well, I figured she offered, so I did not know if you wanted to mount her. Yes, we could mount together.
As long as.
I am just going to be walking towards Eivor and trying not to bust out laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like that should be a slap. You're right, Cos. She says. Aurora will turn to you, Telvin, and she says, "Wherever you go, I go. I trust you."
I will follow you.
Yep.
All right. So we will head to forest. You can ride Squag Eagle and Sky Eagle, and Aurora and I will mount this girl together.
You catch Tammy looks at you, looks over because she knows that Felfis understands, and she looks back at you, Telvin, and says, "I know you have been here for a little bit of time already, but maybe not use that word."
Which word?
Mount. When referring to people.
Is better word?
Unless Aurora likes it, in that case, say whatever she wants.
She says, how about just don't say anything. Just don't.
Yeah, I thought about telling him to say ride, but that's not much better.
It's not better. No, it's not. All of the words I was coming up with were not better either. That's why I went with just don't.
Does she stay in form as long? Because we could ride her for hours if need be.
She looks at you, Telvin, and then she looks at Aurora and in common says, "I can take you where you need to go." Not responding to the question that was put to her by Telvin.
Yes. Alright. To be fair, I have passing grade in common class because common language is strange.
It is strange. And let's see here. I forgot to put the token on here. Alright, there we go. So this is Tammy. Alright. Okay. Alright.
Based on her positioning on this page, that means she's with Vegan?
No, I was just adding the NPC people to the bottom row.
Next to...
I just put her on the page. Vegan, who are you riding with? I'm scared to ask this question.
I
don't know.
Okay. Well, if
I wanted to
that
talk
is
to
the case,
Ivor, so I might hitch a
then
ride with her for a
we'll
while.
do that. There. Okay. So then you've got Squaggles and Sky, and then you've got Avor's goat. So where are you going, Felfis?
Actually, I can just send her a message. You can go on Squaggles.
Okay.
I want to support his trying new things.
Okay, so Squaggles is currently with Felfis and Rosie.
I am going to very, very subtly cast mage armor on Rosie. Just in
No,
case.
Squaggles has been flying better than me.
That's true. So Began, I think your best bet, probably Sky.
Okay,
Because
I'll go.
if all else fails, you can fly on your own.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Okay. So with that, let's see here. Okay, so we've got Squaggles is in wild shape. We're gonna just do, we'll do the little things. All right, and Sky is in wild shape. And you see Tammy wild shapes also into an eagle. However, you see that she is still that beautiful blue color, as her feathers in eagle form seem to almost have the glint of the gem dragon that she is. So I need Telvin, Began, Felfiz, and Eivor to please roll me a survival or investigation check, please. Perfect,
I have
Felfiz.
no proficiency with either, so
You can be a light green Squaggles if you'd like.
I would like to do investigation on account of I get a +8
Okay.
instead of a +2.
Okay.
So
There you go.
Yeah, if I had tried to do
Survival.
I get a +2 to survival as opposed to the 13.
All right. So here's the thing with this: the tracks that you see, those of you flying, it's a little bit easier to see the path that this creature has carved through the woods. Eivor, you being down on the ground, you see the tracks are unlike anything you have ever seen or heard of this size. The prints don't resemble any known organic creature. These tracks very much mechanical in nature, with very even treads like a giant boot print. It's hard to tell, but you don't think it's moving very quickly. I mean, based on the spacing, you think you might be able to catch it by nightfall in the woods. So with that, you all head out, confident in your ability to find this monster. But after about a half a day of following this path, you start to kind of feel like you may have lost the trail. And it is at this point, Squaggles and Sky, how long can you keep your wild shape?
4 hours.
4 hours.
Okay, so it is at the end of the first 4 hours that you land, knowing your wild shape is going to end. But you can safely deposit your riders onto the ground before you revert back to your humanoid state. Okay. However, Felfiz and Telvin, and since Kate's having issues, we won't have her do that. Well, actually, no, because you guys have proficiency in this, I believe. Give Squaggles and Sky, give me survival or nature check, please.
We're on the ground now, so we've turned back.
This is as you guys are starting to descend. So it is while you're still in eagle form.
It's probably the same for either.
Okay. So it's your choice.
No. I was telling Sorry, I was telling Sky that it's probably the same on your character sheet than it is in the wild shape.
Alright, so, you both, as you start to descend, just as you hit the very dense foliage, right at the top of the tree line, you see that, there's a dense fog that seems to hang thick in the air all around you. And you are able to safely bring your flight of people down, but you know that this could be a problem if you stay below the tree line.
The fog is only in the tree line.
It
It's
is
not
in the
above
tree
the
line.
trees.
Nope.
Were we stopping to take a rest or anything, or just?
Well, currently you are stopping because your druids need to re-up wild shape, or else you can travel on the ground. It is the fog is, once you hit the ground, you notice that the fog itself is about 7 feet above the ground, and then goes through the tree line and ends at the very top of the trees.
Does it feel magical at all?
Give me an Arcana check.
It seems unusual, right?
I mean, maybe. It does not seem magical in that it's just not like a traditional fog cloud. It seems like this just happens to be part of this topography.
You can't see the tracks from above the trees because of it.
Correct.
But I can can I see them on the ground?
You can.
Okay. So getting up in the air is not going to help at this point. At least until we clear the fog.
Right.
Well, I did just learn a thing that will allow us all to communicate, whether we're in the air or on the ground.
Okay.
Is there a safe path where I can land close to Avor?
Well, yeah, you guys have you find a little clearing and you guys can land safely.
I'll I revert back as it's expiring. I can't hold this for much.
We covered fair amount of distance in short time.
You did. So, do you want to stay on the ground and walk, or are you going to revert to another wild shape, or what are you doing?
I will leave up to Druid friend. What they think would be
So we
best.
can't see over, or we can't see the tracks from the sky? Is that
Correct.
right, Sky?
Oh man, it was fog was a little too thick up there. Couldn't tell what direction that thing was going anymore.
I can't believe I lost sight of this big path of destruction from the air. But I was so excited to be flying for the first time that I got a little distracted. I'm sorry.
Man, you were looking pretty good up there. That was your first time, huh?
Yeah, I was really nerve-wracking because I didn't want to kill my friends by crashing. Well, do we think... Spellfish, should we go into the fog? Or should we go around it?
I mean,
Ooh, I ask in your mind.
Uh-huh.
yep.
As you, okay, so up to 8 willing creatures of your choice within range.
So it would be all of us without the goat and without Tammy would be 8 people.
It would?
Would be fine.
And it's a ritual.
It is, so it would take... Okay. Alright.
Grab a
I can
cupcake
put
to
up
get some of my carbs back after
hut if we
flying.
need to. if we need to rest.
Oh no, we can keep going. It's just I didn't know if I should turn into. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter.
You know
If we're
way
gonna
more about
explore the
nature than
mist.
I do.
Oh yeah, if we're exploring the mist, that's really the question. Do you think we should go inside the mist, or do you think we should go around it?
The tracks
Uh,
got through it, right?
It does.
Are we able to
Oh,
pick up
we
the
do know
tracks
where the
still
tracks
down
are.
here?
You can pick up the tracks down here. Yep.
Oh, I way misunderstood that. Okay.
Yeah, you just can't see them from the air because of the fog.
Correct.
Okay.
But if you wanted to fly again, Avor's staying on the ground so we can keep in communication.
I don't want to split up if that's the case. And did we have any idea of like how far the fog goes? Like
Yes.
distance?
You did not.
I see. Maybe check and see how old the tracks are that we're
So
right now.
they look to be fairly fresh. That you see some trees that have been trampled on.
Well, let's just walk into the fog as a group all together. You know,
Okay.
and play it by ear, maybe. I don't know. That sounds exciting. Ooh. We should take a quick snack break. I'm gonna hand everybody a good berry.
Okay.
In case you're hungry.
It was pretty good after all that flying.
No.
All right.
I know they're for healing, but I just like the taste.
So.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
As you
But
follow,
there are days rations too, I think. Right? They're pretty filling.
So as you follow the trail, you come upon a clockwork giant made of clanking metal. It's not a beast at all, but rather a giant mechanical biped of whirling gears, gauntleted fists, heat, and smoke. This vaguely humanoid head belches a gout of flaming oil at regular intervals, which, unfortunately for the trees around it, falls randomly in a wide arc in front of it. This giant seems not to notice you at all. Instead, it is walking a steady pace through the forest, trampling trees, swinging its arms wildly, and setting fire to the forest at random. And it is very clear as you see animals of all kinds scatter before it in a wild stampede. And what you see is this.
See, I told you it was oil and not blood.
That's really cool.
Hey, that is very big.
Yes, he's this giant robot.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it is very big. Or those are small trees. Maybe those are just like weeds.
So, I would like everybody to please give me a perception check.
You want me to?
Well,
roll
that
for
seems
these
about
ones?
right.
No, we're good.
I am
Right.
perceptive like Dragonborn.
Alright.
I don't see the big giant robot. Where is it?
I think it's just so big it just doesn't register to you that that's what it is.
So, with that, Sky and Telvin, the feet of this thing is huge. Like, as in, the sole of the boot is like 20 feet from the ground to the top of it. And Telvin, you see a hatch, a human-sized hatch in the heel of the metal giant. Now, with that 20 and the 26 perception, you guys can, you know that the foot of it cannot be scaled directly due to how smooth the metal surface is. And, so it is up to you how you are going to try to stop this thing. The hatch is currently 35 feet off the ground, but there are a set of 5-foot metal ladder rungs built into the ankle leading up to the hatch. And there is a ledge just wide enough for for maybe 5 people to stand in front of the hatch. But you have a feeling that perhaps getting into this robot might be the way to stop this robot.
We're not gonna be able to get my goat in there, are we?
Probably not.
Is it moving right now or just standing there? Like, has it?
It is moving, but you recognize just by taking that moment of watching it, each time it puts the boot on the ground, it stays there for 4 rounds before it gets picked up again. And when it lifts it off the ground, it is in the air for 4 rounds, where it then lands 120 feet straight ahead. Each foot would be approximately 120 feet apart if it was standing still, but it is not.
Is this an initiative roll?
It is a what are you gonna do?
I am going to.
But
I am going to cast fly.
okay. Who are you casting it on?
On myself.
Okay.
Like to camp plant growth if allowed before.
Sure. Where are you putting plant growth?
100-foot radius all the way around that thing, since it's not currently moving.
Okay.
It affects size creature, all creatures.
Okay.
But I'm making a pathway to the foot. Like I'm not putting any plants. Have a direct path to get to that foot for us.
Okay. All right. You can do that. All right. Go ahead and.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Gonna try.
Yeah, you can try. All right. Okay. So, with that fly spell, I still would like you to give me an athletics check to grab a hold of the metal and not slip off. Okay.
I will use magical guidance.
Okay. That was much better. All right, you find yourself on the back heel of this giant boot as that boot starts to lift off the ground to start its 120-foot swing to its next landing place.
It is 30 foot.
It is 35 feet in the air.
Is something inside hatch that I could tie a rope to?
Well, currently all you see is the hatch door handle.
I will try to open the hatch.
Okay, you can open it, but I would also like a dexterity saving throw, please, to try not to fall off. Okay. You find the hatch is unlocked and easily opened. So, Telvin, you can move within this giant robot.
Is something inside I could tie a rope to them? Or if door is sturdy enough, I could tie a rope to hatch.
So, you see that, there's a lot of heavy metal walls and surfaces and stuff, that are, you feel like you could find a spot to tie a rope off to.
Perfect. And I will tie a hempen rope to inside and then drop other side of the rope to ground.
Okay.
It's 50 foot long.
Okay. All right. As you drop this rope out the hatch door, okay, who is going after this rope? You saw that Telvin just went into the inside of this large robot.
I'm gonna ask Telvin if it seems to be powered by magic or something else.
Well, you,
Basically, will dispel magic do anything?
no.
Okay.
You do see there's, like, glowing lights that are magically glowing inside.
So it has magical parts, but it won't shut it down.
Correct.
Okay.
We'll yell that back.
Well, you can say it in your head and she can hear you.
Oh, even better.
I mean, you can yell it in her head if you really want to, but, you know.
Maybe
Yeah,
force of habit.
Mm-hmm.
That telepathic bond now.
I suppose any of you guys have any ideas how to get my goat into the robot?
How high in the air is the robot? The door, anyways. How high do we have to get the?
35 feet high.
I have an idea of how to get the robot into the robot.
Okay, lay it on me.
You know how when we first went on campus and did a tour, you let me ride on High Throne, and I made it bigger? Well, we can make High Throne smaller.
Yeah. I do have that spell.
Or we can make the giant robot bigger, and then we could all fit comfortably. Maybe I should do that. We'll run up and see how far is the range.
Problem. So
30 feet. I don't know. I might be too far away to get.
no, the issue is in the wording of a lot of these spells that we have that specify like a creature or an object.
Oh, right. Susan, what did we roll on that?
Technically, it's construct.
Constructs.
So
Okay.
they're
Well, remember that time we did it for narrative reasons, but Susan said, no, you didn't actually do that, but it's cool for story purposes, and then I tried to use it in a non-story way. Yeah, that was fun. Okay. That was my one idea.
Mm-hmm.
I can
You can cast
grab
fly
it.
on your goat.
Oh, that's a good point.
Creature.
Doesn't
Only
work
on
on.
It does not work on constructs. It specifically
Just says
says
target. Oh, willing creature.
willing
Yeah.
creature.
Can I turn into a vulture and pick up your goat and set it on top of the giant robot?
How big a vulture are we talking, man?
A giant one.
It's very heavy.
Yeah.
You could either go giant owl or go back to an eagle form.
Okay.
All of
I
these
don't
are
actually
great
know how-
ideas. If it
I
was a
could-
regular goat.
I could levitate the goat.
Levitate works on a creature or a loose object. I already,
Well, can the goat just hop up on the robot's foot and chill there?
It's a goat. They're pretty good climbers. Can you just climb?
It's technically a steel defender, so...
With climbing speed? Are you
No.
speaking out of character here? Or-
We put it on the robot's, like, the top of the foot.
I mean, it has, 40
about,
movement.
What about that vortex warp? Telvin, can you
Creature.
teleport the thing?
Again, it's a creature.
Yeah.
That's why I've been quiet. I was like, I'm looking at all my spells, and I'm like, they all say creature or object.
It's
None
almost
of them
like
say
all of
construct.
these spells were designed, and then later the artificer class was introduced.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, fly lasts 10 minutes, so I could theoretically pop down and grab goat and fly a goat back to door. I don't know how much time has passed.
Well, let's just catch up to a foot first, and then we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Because are we standing, talking nowhere near the foot of this
No, I
robot?
figured you were
I'm assuming
probably
we've-
stepping.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Hey, Squaggles!
actually,
You could turn into an ape, and I could cast fly on you, and you could pick up the goat.
that's
That sounds like a lot of fun. And definitely something we should do.
you should definitely not do that.
You're on the robot. You can't hear us.
I have telepathic bond. I can hear you.
Oh shoot. Hey, I thought this was a private conversation. I don't like it when everybody can stop my ideas that I didn't come up
Who
with.
made this a party
Go to
line?
channel 4 for the private conversations.
You
Oh,
will
Wrong
definitely be
text
eaten
thread.
first.
hey, Felfus, I didn't pay attention at all when you were explaining how the spell worked. I'm so sorry.
I have planned.
Okay.
I will fly back down, and I will resist urge to eat squaggles.
Okay.
Second part of plan
Good plan.
is
I'm with
I
you,
will-
I'm with you so far.
I will go back down. If Eivor really needs goat inside the robot, then I will. Actually, hold on here. Fine print. So is goat? What does goat count as?
It is technically a medium construct. It does not give any kind of specifics in the stat block as to determining weight.
Ooh, why don't we just pile on one foot with the heaviest things we can do and stop it? How big is this thing? Well, I think that's way not feasible.
No, I just want to get the goat into the foot.
So goat does not count as object, or it does?
It is a construct.
No, not an object.
It's
Not
like
an
a living
object. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not an object, but it's not a creature either.
Let me look at the fine print.
An iron
No.
defender, which
so
is
is-
very similar to a steel defender, would be between 150 to 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So I would
does-
say probably somewhere in like the 150 to 170.
So does
you could carry it, maybe.
construct count as creature then?
No, construct counts as construct.
Oh, this is stupid.
It's right up
Yeah.
there with giants count as a giant size.
Okay, I don't think we're getting the construct
Okay, so-
inside this
We're
thing.
all running and doing our thing to get to the giant as we're
Yep.
but as we're saying all this, right?
You guys
Yeah.
are getting
It's,
things like where you probably could use single movement to touch one of the feet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why don't we
so-
just like attach the rope to the goat and then we'll pull the goat up?
I mean,
Because-
yeah, I guess.
The old-fashioned way is probably the best way here. Let's go.
Well, if carrying capacity was it 15 times?
times the double-digit number of your strength.
Also, I may have maxed out my out-of-character mental capacity to talk about this issue much longer. So let's just do that, please.
So
Yeah.
if it's true, then my overall carrying capacity is 180 pounds. If goat is 170, I can carry goat and fly back to H. Slowly.
We're not doing the flying ape thing.
No, it's
I like the flying ape.
it's too many extra steps.
I like the flying
I
ape.
don't even know. Yeah, that would be funny. I couldn't even find that on here. You know, a list of like, I don't know, 40 creatures. Couldn't find ape.
No, it's in the Compodium. I don't know if
Yeah, I
it's
gave
20
up.
or not. I don't know
Do
if
I
it's in
get
roll
the
20.
feeling that the robot is actually looking where it's going and would take steps for self-preservation?
Maybe.
Because hallucinatory terrain is a thing.
It is a thing. You know what? You've been watching it long enough. It doesn't seem to care what's in front of it. It just keeps going.
Well, can I climb the rope?
You can.
Whee! Can I try and pull the goat up now?
Give me. I would like a athletics or acrobatics check for climbing the rope, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'll need to give acrobatics for climbing the rope.
I mean, I'm gonna see how well how fancy he does this. So,
I scamper up like a squirrel.
like
That's-
a druid that is not in wild shape. Yep, you totally do that.
Except for this squirrel that has like a bad ear, so its perception and balance is off.
Alright, so Squaggles, you are in the foot of the, of this big, huge robot.
Okay, well, step one of plan was to tie rope around the high throne, and I forgot to do that, so I'm gonna
You did
shout
forget to
out,
do that.
"Hey, hey, boy, tie the rope around high
will-
throne."
I will tie the rope. We'll do a goat rope.
Mhm.
It'll be the
And-
greatest of all time rope.
Mhm.
So
And then I
Squaggles-
will climb up the rungs, I guess.
Alright, Squaggles, I would like you to try to pull this goat up the side of the boot. It is a strength check, please.
Wait, there was ladder rungs?
Uh-huh.
Gee. Okay. Well, I didn't see that.
Avor's doing the smarter, not harder route.
Very
Well.
Squaggles of you to ignore the ladder rung.
I would like to. Can I tie it around, like, the rope around my waist?
Sure. What could possibly go wrong with this plan?
Okay. I'm going to. Like, I'm on top of the shoe. So I'm going to jump over the other side, opposite of the goat. I'm going to wild shape into a rhinoceros.
Oh, good God. Okay.
I'm going to use the weight of the rhinoceros to
Is
lift
there
the goat up.
room in the hallway for a rhinoceros?
Am I in a hallway? I thought it was on top of a foot.
So the hatch is in the back of the boot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I climbed to the top of the foot because I thought that we were trying to get the goat to the top of the foot. I don't know.
You're trying to
I'll
get
just-
the goat to
Into the hatch.
Okay, well, I don't.
So-
Never mind. I'll just do the straight. I'm sorry. I'm just so over this climbing puzzle that I'm like, well, brute
It's
force.
not a puzzle. It's not a puzzle.
It's a puzzle.
It's
we are
rungs on a
stumped. It's
ladder.
a puzzle.
I'd like to point out that I got up to door in minute. Biggest part of puzzle has been figuring out how to get goat in door.
I don't want to leave my robot goat in the middle
I
of
either
the
wanted
woods.
to pull the goat up to the top of the foot, or if the rhinoceros' weight was enough, literally like launch the goat up into the air. Hope it landed there.
What the fuck?
Wants to flip it like they did in EXU, gator flipping.
Yeah, that's really what I was trying to do.
This
There's
is making
no way it should work, but it did.
this is making flying gorilla idea sound good by comparison.
You know what would have really helped this is if I doodle.
If you, I mean, I can give you more space to doodle if you would like.
No, I got this. Well, I don't know what that thing is there on the side. So
It'd be easier if construct counted as creature.
I think they're technically still creatures. Just
They are constructs.
robot creatures.
yeah, we already
Just
had a
trying-
robot.
Okay, I was just trying to figure
No, I
find
know.
something that's-
Constructs are defined as their own thing in the rules.
Yep.
Technically. Because
There's
there are
lots of
spells.
doodle space there, Squaggles.
So real quick, I thought we were going here. And apparently we were going on here or something.
Well, no, okay.
I don't see any map right now. I guess I just. we're not on
I'm
a
just
map,
doodling on the left side.
right? Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't see a map if you guys are on a map.
Okay, so you've got the. Alright, so on your little doodle map here, the actual spot that you were trying to go into is right there.
Ankle.
There is a hatch that is in there.
Oh, okay. Well, that feels like a rhinoceros is not needed, so I'm gonna just back that up a little bit.
So there is a hatch on the boot that is where you are trying to go in.
And that's 50 feet up? I heard there's 50 feet of rope. Is that 50
There's
feet
50
up?
feet of rope. There is the hatch is 35 feet up.
Gotcha. Okay, not something a rhinoceros could hope to stop with pure weight.
Probably
Okay.
not, no.
No, but there might be something in your bag of beans that'll make it stop.
I was planning, but I think I've already done enough ridiculousness, so I'll wait a couple
I
there.
mean, this is what we're here for. Is the ridiculousness.
No. Let's go back to Telvin, who's figured out the puzzle.
It is Saturday. We're here for ridiculousness. Is that not what we're here for? Because I think that's what we're here for.
I will cast Fly on myself again and carry the damn goat to the hedge.
Okay.
I assist. Like, since I already can fly, can I assist?
Sure. Why
It's my goat, and I was already
up there.
climbing the ladder rungs, and I've tied a rope around it. So
And
Oh, even better then.
as you feel the goat is a lot lighter, you see two of your party members flying up with the goat.
Tied to the rope, though.
Sure.
Team effort. Everybody's pulling on the rope. We're flying.
All right. So
Can I just grab onto one of the goat's legs and catch her ride?
I mean, yeah.
Or I could climb, but that's probably not.
I mean, there's that. So eventually, you guys get into this robot's foot, and as soon as all of you are inside, the hatch door closes.
On its own.
Of course. Magically closes and seals behind you.
Did Tammy and Aurora and Rosie come with?
They did. Everybody's inside.
Good thing we brought the goat.
Yeah. Yes. So, as you're ready for this robot to keep moving. As soon as that hatch door closes, it's like the pressure in this chamber changed, because now you don't feel as much of the up and down of the footfalls of this giant robot. But you do see inside this robot's foot, the walls and surfaces are a metal of unknown composition. It's a shiny burnished gold, like well-maintained bronze, but it is hard as steel and resistant to denting or piercing. Tammy and Telvin would know this is specifically made in Mechanus.
This is what all his cookware is made out of?
Cast iron skillet.
However, as you guys are kind of getting your bearings, trying to figure it out, a creature roughly the size and shape of a beach ball looking thing with geometric sphere as a body and a pair of spinally mechanical arms and legs sprout from its center. The creature has an oversized mouth and eye that swivels back and forth in a mechanical socket. You specifically, Telvin, would immediately know exactly what this creature is. As you see that it is a Modron worker. The eyes seem almost magnified by a complex set of lenses attached almost organically to the creature's main body. Although they don't seem to notice you right off, it's strange because if they did see you, which you guys have not been stealthy at this, they are purposely ignoring you and instead seem to converse within themselves in a language that to the rest of your ears sounds like the inside of a clockmaker's workshop, as you hear gears clicking, clanking, levers, springs, and crankshafts. And you look around, Telvin, and you find that this giant is filled with Modron workers and duodrones. Monodrones and duodrones. And as you kind of search around, you even spot a tridrone. They don't seem to notice or care about any of you being inside this giant.
And I will relay what these are to the rest of party.
Okay.
I'm assuming I understand to some degree what they are saying to each other.
To some degree, yeah.
It's still foreign language.
You get the gist that they're not happy with their jobs. It's not a hard sell on this one. Yeah. Okay. So, you do know there is a hierarchy to the drones. For example, if a duo drone is destroyed, a mono drone will transform into a duo drone to take its place in the hierarchy. If a tria drone is destroyed, it creates a cascading transformation in which one duo drone will transform into the new tri drone, and one mono drone will transform into the new duo drone. So you get the figure, the feeling that if you were to destroy any of these, it would affect the hierarchy.
But would that be a good thing?
I don't know.
Would potentially be distracting.
True, but while I cannot understand fully what they are saying, it does sound like they are not happy with the job. So it could be they don't want to be here. I will
They
try.
understand us, because we can offer them a job.
Yeah, we'll just try to get back home. I will try to find a tri drone.
Okay. You can easily do that.
And I will approach as non-threateningly looking as possible.
Okay.
And in what I'm sure will sound like broken language of drones, we'll try to ask it what it is doing here.
Okay. You get the response that it is preparing and repairing past destruction.
Doing what?
It is repairing and trying to fix certain things that had been broken on this robot.
I will.
As you kind of look down the hallway, you see there's pipes of various sizes ranging from 2 inches to 3 foot in diameter snaking along the walls and the ceiling. And kind of leaves a circuit makeshift pathway from one end of the hallway to the other. And down the hall you see through a maze of pipes, you see a small group of odd-looking creatures. You see 4 monodrones and 1 duodrone. And they seem to be repairing a few leaks in some of the pipes.
I will ask it if it is aware that robot is destroying countryside.
It does not.
There's obvious signs of
does it not
damage
understand,
inside.
or-
Sorry.
What was that?
Yes.
Does it not understand the language, or does it just not answer?
It just does not answer.
So there's obvious signs of damage to parts inside the robot?
Yep.
I will cast mending on some of the damaged parts.
Okay.
Yes, I will point out to Ivor and try to explain as best I can in language that Ivor is very smart and could potentially help fix broken things.
Okay.
1 second. I'm gonna go up to Telvin, cast tongues, and say, "Have at it, buddy."
Okay. All right. So Eivor, you recognize these creatures are using this black substance, like sticky substance, that
Is it the Eldritch Goo?
maybe. You see that they seem to be trying to repair some of the leaks in the pipes here.
I will pull out my all-purpose tool and get to work.
Okay.
If they don't try to like gank me,
They do not. They seem
cool.
to sit there and watch you.
Yeah, I will attempt to do some patch jobs.
Okay.
Somebody
Or well,
finally
more
heard
permanent
Zelda.
fixes if I can, but if I can't, just get things less falling apart.
Okay.
They can finally have a break.
What?
So,
They can finally have their union mandated break, like 3 years too late.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
So
it's probably a little
black,
helpful.
This black substance seems to be leaking from one of the pipes. Another is hissing steam, and yet another has boiling oil sizzling from it in a mist. Do you by chance, Eivor, have any empty glass vials or bottles?
I would imagine I would have stuff from
Felfis, do you?
I think so. I generally don't get rid of the potion bottle. I keep it in.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have, because I work in a lab with various chemical compounds, and I use stuff for smithing. I imagine I would have extra vials on hand. Not a whole lot, but some.
And I have specifically carried them since we started dealing with the Eldritch Balm to get samples.
That's true. You can, in fact, collect in a container this black substance, and because I will totally and completely forget that this is the thing, so I'm going to tell you now. It is the equivalent of oil of slipperiness.
Ooh.
So the sticky black substance is thick and heavy in the container, but it flows quickly when poured. The oil can cover a medium or smaller creature along with the equipment it's wearing and carrying. One additional vial is required for each size category above medium. Applying the oil takes 10 minutes, but the affected creature then gains the effect of freedom of movement spell for 8 hours.
Ooh.
Or it can be poured on the ground where it covers a 10-foot square, duplicating the effect of the grease spell in the area for 8 hours. So, if you would like, you could collect some of that, depending on how many vials you have. So, further down the hallway, there is a 20-foot of clear hallway, and then the floor opens to a hallway wide, about 12-foot long pit of dangerous whirling gears and machinery. Beyond the pit is 30 feet more of hallway before terminating in a wall with a metal hatch. And being in the foot of this creature, this construct, you periodically see the hallway bends at the point of the pit of machinery as the machinery was a hinge. The door tilts away from you and then seems to extend the pit to form a shorter 6-foot leap over machinery, followed by a much longer 42-foot drop to the hatch.
Assist in the casting of mending.
Okay. You guys can, you can spend some time mending, and Felfis, if you want to grab a couple of vials of the oil of slipperiness, I will allow that. Roll a d4 for me, though, please. You can get 3 vials of or potions of the oil of slipperiness while they are while they are making their repairs.
Alvin, can you ask them if they're aware that it is belching fire? Because that might be, a higher order repair.
I will forward question.
Okay. Okay. All right. They will say, "We are aware."
They are aware.
Okay. Just.
Now, you do, being on the inside of this robot, I mean, it is pretty clear that this is the house to those drones. The robot itself contains many rooms and passageways that are accessible, and the clockwork nooks and crannies are connected by a vast network of utility corridors. Similar to like the servant quarters in like the 18th century English cottages and mansions. These passageways are designed for the monodromes to move between different rooms quickly and invisibly. Yeah. So, what would you like to do?
Well, aside from mending, I will try to work way down hole.
Okay.
Past where gap is.
Okay. Currently the pit is 12-foot long pit of dangerous whirling gears and machinery. If you want to wait a little bit, it does go down to shorter 6-foot leap over the machinery. So it is up to you.
I will wait.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Be able to fly over this pit, or do we have to wait for the machinery to clear?
You can try. Yeah, you can try.
Don't worry, Telvin. Everything's gonna go great today. You got this. And I'm gonna touch him on the shoulder after telling him his fortune and give him guidance.
Okay. You feel guided. All right. So the bridge moves again, and you see that it does manage to get a closer gap. Are you going to try to jump over the gap, Telvin?
Yes, I will.
Okay, athletics, acrobatics, plus guidance.
I'm gonna give him a cosmic omen.
A cosmic omen?
A cosmic
Also,
Oh, you
has
should totally
fly-
reward that. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Has
Yep.
fly one off?
That was a big miss
Has
on my
what
part.
went off?
Fly.
No. All right.
Thought he was flying.
That's,
Messed up.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. You do know you can still fly, right?
Oh, I thought it had been 10 minutes.
No, it has not been 10
That-
minutes.
That was
As I'm flying right next to him.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
As you're struggling to do all this math, you're like, dang it, where's Sora when we need to feed the math to the math, whatever it is.
Kazoo.
Yeah,
That still counts as me helping you.
it totally does.
I don't know. He doesn't let Kazoo hang around when he's not around me.
It's true.
If anybody else is making the jump, I can tell you your fortune. Here's the secret. You're my best friend and you're gonna do great.
Don't tell everybody else, because you're the best one.
Well, it's a one-on-one fortune telling, so it's more intimate.
All right. So with that, you can whoever would like to try to jump across acrobatics or athletics.
Definitely going across, but I can just.
You can
I
just
believe.
fly. Yep.
Oh, also, do we still have a rope? Do I have a rope? I don't know. Let's check.
The rope's still tied to the goat. Does anybody untie the goat? Goat's just like hanging outside the door, the boot.
Can the goat get a running start and charge?
No, but you can pull the goat with everybody's help up there. Alright. So, with that, you are within the robot. And the first thing you see is there's a lot of doors in here. Like, a lot of doors within this castle.
Castle?
Or not castle, the, sorry, robot. He's kind of a walking hotel, to be honest.
He's a cruise ship.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good word for it. He's cruising along. There you go. Alright. So you, there's a bunch of different corridors. There's monodromes. There's duodromes. Randomly around. And the, next room you come to is circular in shape and arranged like a wizard's study, complete with rows of books and a table full of alchemist supplies and a massive magical focus that looks like it might have been part of a large unfinished ritual. Now, the only door out of this room seems, as soon as someone walks in, to close behind you.
Oh, like we're separated?
But it definitely opened the first door I saw. So
Yeah.
is it a room full of doors, or is only
It's
one?
It's a circular room arranged like a wizard's study, complete with rows of books, a tall table full of alchemist supplies, and massive magical focus that looks like it might have been part of a large unfinished ritual. You only see one
Felfus,
door,
I think
the
we're
one
back in
that's
our dorm. This looks like your room.
dominating one of the windows, or one of the walls in here, is a massive mirror reflecting the whole of the room to you.
Wonder if it was ritual that was bringing the robot here.
Give me an Arcana check.
I was gonna say, can I look at what they were doing and see if I can figure
Sure.
out?
Telvin, you have no idea. Alright, okay. So, alright. The parchment and scrolls are covered in diagrams of complicated machinery, magic runes, and indecipherable text in a very messy, scrawling handwriting. However, it is, as you look around, you see that the mirror that is on the wall seems to reflect the room that you're in. However, as you look at it, you don't see yourself or Telvin in it. It seems to reflect the room, but not the people in it.
Is looking strange. It will poke the mirror.
I want to touch it.
Okay, you touch it.
Is there anything in the mirror that looks different from what we like? I want to play spot the difference between what's around me and what's in the mirror.
Okay. Sure, you can do that. Okay. So, yeah, you can totally do that. All right. Okay. So with an 18, all right. You look around and you see that this room, in the mirrored reflection of it, not only are you missing, but one of the glowing orbs in the tree branches is missing in the reflection. It is there in real life. and it is, as you look at the reflection, you look at the tree, you see the words written on the mirror that says, "Turn me thrice to light the way to the next room."
Thrice.
That's what it was written on the mirror.
You said it's just the mirror in the room, or is there anything else in the room?
It is
Just seeing a reflection.
It is a mirror reflecting the room.
In the reflection, we see a tree with an orb on it.
You see, okay, let's what you see is, okay, so there is a tree in the middle of the room. There's a handout. Give me just a second, and I will actually get you that handout because it makes it so much easier. Not all the pages. Let's see, that is. Oh. All right. Let's see. Okay. I'll get you a handout here, and it will have the. Okay. Come on, give me the thing I wanted to do. Where did it go? I just had it. Where did it go? Let's see if it will. Does this show you anything? Because I don't know that it's going to show me anything. It does not. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't for you guys. So sometimes it does.
Something went wrong. Please check your
I'm just seeing the error message.
Alright. Hold on. Let's try this again. Come on. You can do this. Come on. Really don't like that they do this. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, when they updated that part, it messed you all up. Huh?
It did. Messed me all up. I still have an error, but I don't know that you are. Do you see a
Yeah,
picture?
we have an error.
You still have an error. What the hell? Okay. Alright.
You able to post it in
Picture is
chat
the
or anything?
logo.
Hold on, I gotta do the convert thing. Convert it to a PDF because it doesn't like me. Alright. Okay. So, you, of the things that you see in this,
I'm gonna take this opportunity when everybody's distracted to say, "Psst, Ivor, come here."
Yeah.
Remember that project we were talking about when we were fighting the thing, and you said you would make a certain thing, a pair of things?
Yeah.
I need the one that goes before that.
I mean, I don't have anything on me right now. How soon do you need it?
I'm within the year. I'm not.
Oh, yeah, dude, totally. Just we'll hash out the details and we'll get it. I'll get it done.
Nervous. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you don't need to be, man.
Dad doesn't like me.
Yeah, well, some people are just have rocks for brains. Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Rocks for brains. That is the phrase.
And not in like a good way, in a bad way.
Come on.
Is it still giving me problems?
I've converted it. I'm just trying to get it to load. Yep. does not want to load. It's really annoying. When they did the updates, it just does not want to cooperate.
I'm waiting for the Sam Regal. This corruption brought to you by.
Right? Exactly.
Unofficially by Temptation Street.
Right? Alright.
Even dogs like them.
Especially like that, yeah. Alright. Come on. Okay. I think I might be able to put it into Discord now that it's... Go. There you go. I got it in Discord.
Yay!
So, that is, like, the smallest thing you can ever see right here.
This is the room we're in, and that's the mirror in the middle of that.
Correct,
That
yes.
pyramid is the mirror. Okay.
Hey, look, I managed to do it on stream. I can't get it to be in the game I want it to be in, but I can get it on stream. That's important, right? Alright. So you see that, yes, this is in fact, the rooms, as it were. It is the room and then the reflection. And you see that, okay, let's see here. Alright. There's, the mirror only reflects the room. It does not reflect any people in it. And yeah, on the actual mirror that is reflecting the room back, there was the words, "Turn me thrice to light the way to the next room."
Does the mirror look like it turns like circular or flips?
It does not look like it moves at all.
I'll fly around it 3 times.
I want to go up to the second floor.
Okay. You go up to
I want to go up to the torch that's in the middle. Or
okay.
the torch that's in the middle.
That's not being reflected.
And I want to spin it 3 times.
Okay. One of the glowing orbs in the tree branches is missing in the image reflected by the mirror. You turn the thing 3 times, it doesn't do anything, Squaggles.
Oh, that's attached to the tree? For some reason I thought that was a torch up against the wall.
It is. Yours doesn't do anything, but Felfiz had done a investigation check, and you did notice that there is an orb missing in the reflection. But the orb is there in real life.
Go to that orb, fly up to that branch, and turn it
Okay.
times.
You do, and the door out of the room glows brightly before swinging smoothly open. And it is with that you see scattered around the next room as you go into it are ancient books, sheaves of parchment, scrolls, quills, pots of ink. Parchment pages and scrolls are all covered in diagrams of complicated machinery, magic ruins, and indecipherable text in a quite messy scrolling hand. Sitting in one chair off to the side is a very nice-looking lute inlaid with silver. Beyond that, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of anything of any clear value in the room, save for some alchemist supplies. You see one table has a large set of potion-making tools, such as vials and beakers and tubes, etc., filled with different colored liquids and ingredients in various stages of synthesis. All of it, though, looks to be old, and the potion materials seem to have gone bad. However, there seems to be a few finished potions in glass bottles, along with a note that says, "Grocery list: Healwell, Palma Elderth, Lamspur and Spiderlegs, and Mandrake root and glowcap mushrooms." The Mandrake root and glowcap mushrooms are circled with the note off to the side that says, "Great at parties."
Guy, we found the mushrooms.
What? What? All right, I'm flying over wherever that table is.
So you see there are 3 bottles that seem to have been completed. 3 finished potions in glass bottles. If you would like to make an Arcana check to see if you notice what they are, you are more than welcome to do that.
Sure.
Okay. I like that the dice is also cocked.
Right? It's on the corner of my initiative bar.
So one of them is a little bit hard to tell at first what it is. It's a clear, colorless liquid that gently flickers in the bottle. And the bottle itself seems incredibly light. And you take a moment, and you've heard about this potion. You've never actually seen one, but it is a potion of light. When you drink this potion, you magically emanate bright light in a 50 to 30 foot radius, and dim light for an additional number of feet equal to the chosen radius for 1 hour. And you can alter the radius as a bonus action. So you find one of those. Looking at the next one in line. The next one is a concoction that looks, smells, and I mean, we all know that Sky tried it, like a potion of healing or another beneficial potion. However, much like the other one you guys had encountered, this is a drug masked by illusionary magic. If anyone would, well, actually, no, with your 20, I would say you can reveal it. It is a potion of mockery. And drinking this potion turns your voice into a hilarious falsetto. Just like if you were to breathe helium for 1 minute. I mean, this is by far the best druid dungeon crawl ever.
I don't even know if I want to wait. I kind of want to just drink that one right now.
Now, the third one is separated into brown, silver, and gray layers resembling bands of a stone. And you, being the druid that you are, immediately can recognize this as a potion of spider climbing. Shaking the bottle fails to mix the colors.
Eivor, does your goat drink potions? This might come in handy next time we got a client.
I don't think it. Again, constructs don't eat or drink. I don't.
Okay, how do we turn your construct into a real boy?
You can't. That's not
Close
how
your
it
eyes,
works.
believe real hard, and clap.
Technically, we could wish for it to be true.
When we wish upon the star?
Okay, but the problem... The problem with making High Throne a real goat is that then it wouldn't be the magic robot I built to do magic robot stuff. So...
But it will taste better.
I'm not arguing with that. That's not the problem here.
I kind of like him as a robot because, like, he's pretty cool and shiny.
We could turn this robot into a real boy. Would it be a big boy? Or girl?
It would explode from all the tiny little robots in it.
Well, they're just like, the magic that keeps the body going. I don't know. Magic would make it work. It'd be fine. Also, while everybody's talking, I'm going to plant a bean in here.
Okay.
You want any of these potions? I'm thinking I'm going to this potion of mockery, but does anybody want the light or the climb potions?
I'm good.
3 years of magic school. And his takeaway is, it'll be fine, it's magic.
After the first, summer, yeah, this is totally not a problem. Alright, So here's the thing. This is where, my friends, we will be calling it for tonight, because you've got the rest of this robot to climb and figure out where to go next. So with that, we are going to call it for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out here within DMS Adventurers Tavern. Oh my god, Cause, yes, this is D&D Zelda Breath of the Wild. We are in a divine beast. It's true. It is true.
End of campaign 1 being in the Colossus.
Uh-huh. Alright, so with that, just a reminder that we do have, on Monday we have our, Dragon of Icespire Peak, where Cause joins me behind the DM screen. Then on Friday we have our Eberron Oracle of War campaign. And then right back here to see what happens when the Haven's Heroes goes into a ginormously huge robot. So, what could possibly go wrong? But we are going to go ahead and raid over to another one of our friends that is playing Fall Guys. I've been playing a lot of Fall Guys on Tor's account because, I mean, the newest thing is cat ears, and if you know Tori at all, you know Tori needs cat ears.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't have cat ears on right now.
No, not at all. Your headphones don't have cat ears on them. Alright, well, we are going to go ahead and raid over there, so if you are a subscriber to our channel, you have our raid icons. And so thank you so much for hanging out here at DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure really is always on the menu. Thanks, guys.